What's going on?
This is Lanika.
This is Kareem.
We are married and powerful.
So basically, this is our anniversary. 9 years strong. Me and the wife been married for 9 years. 9 long years. It hadn't always been easy.
Got that
what I'm saying? Like they say, marriage is hard work. You know what I'm saying? It's another full-time job.
So basically, married and powerful is going to be just an open forum so we can talk about issues. We can just talk about real stuff that real people go through. In our trailer, we want to talk about sex. We want to talk about in-laws. We want to talk about infidelity. We want to talk about money. We want to talk about children. What else we going to talk about, babe?
Communication or lack thereof sometimes, job loss, dealing with church, you know what I'm saying? Like just different stuff like that, man. We're going to be talking about all of it.
Hello, YouTubers, Facebookers, Twitters, Instagrammers out there.
What's going on?
We want to talk about how we met. We met 10 years ago, actually, at a Martin Luther King festival here in my hometown. And I had previously met Kareem through a mutual friend of ours. At that time, I was taken, and so that wasn't gonna work. Then we exchanged numbers, and we met and came to a Bible study at his house. Believe that. And we just went from there. And we did decide at one point we didn't want to talk or whatever. We split up for a few months. Then we got together again. We decided, okay, let's do this. And we instantly became a family, literally, because I had a daughter, and then a couple months later we found out we had another child on the way. But it had been a year. But that presents its challenges. Being married for the first year, and also bringing a baby into the marriage in the first year, and also having it just brings on its challenges. It's not like a couple getting married and then they have their family. It's a little different. It's not for the faint of heart, but we did it. We made it through. Those babies are growing up and doing well. Growing up, rather.
Yeah. Now, see, that was a condensed version of how we got married. Now, I do like me. See, I remember every little detail when it comes to, especially when it comes to, how I met her or whatever. Basically, it goes a little bit something like this. One day, I was at a barbershop, because I had hair back then, so, and as a side note, I'm bald now, marriage, that could be one of the side effects of marriage. But, in any event, I'm at a barbershop or whatever, and,
Speak, preacher.
I'm at the barbershop, and I goes in, and somebody was in a chair getting their eyebrows arched, you know what I'm saying, and it ended up being her, and I took notice because what I'm saying, I thought she looked good, and I thought that she looked a lot like Jada Pinkett or whatever at the time.
At the time, I was a lot thinner.
And and then like she had on this. What also caught my eye, obviously, what was that? She had on this. She had on like this cat suit, like a full body cat suit. And I'm like, yo. And then so I asked my my buddy Stan, Big Stan, and I was like, so who was that? And all that. So he kind of told me, like, the girl I used to go to school with, but back in the day. So that was my first glimpse at her. All right. So fast forward years go by, different stuff like that. I mean, it felt like what years went past. Like I would see her around town. You know what I'm saying? And at that time, of course, like she said, she was with somebody, and so I just kind of let that be that. I didn't try to holler like right then. But years go by, I start seeing her in different places. One day, another buddy of mine, like we went to church. And I just happened to go to church with him that day. And we go to church. I see her again. Guess who? You know what I'm saying? And this day, she had on like a two-piece like pinstripe business suit or something like that. So she had on. I guess it was a blazer. All right. So she had another cat suit on with a blazer, and so she. One of the first things I noticed was her two little friends was kind of sticking out.
Oh, you so wrong.
And of course, me being the type of dude I am, I'm enamored with female anatomy. So.
And that's all he was looking at too.
So so I'm in there. I'm in the church. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, catch the Holy Ghost.
Whatever.
You know what I'm saying?
You weren't trying to catch no Holy Ghost. I'm trying to catch a woman.
But I'm distracted by,
Oh, so you said I was a distraction?
I'm distracted by her and her two friends or whatever. Okay. But I mean, basically,
that was after church when you saw me.
No, because that's when my homeboy. He actually introduced us.
Yes,
He was like this my boy Jig or whatever they called me, Jig back in the day. And all right, so I met her, and I'm like, all right, nice looking girl. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind getting to know her. So again, I didn't try to holler at that time. So more time go past, and the actual first time that we actually had a conversation was at the annual Martin Luther King Festival. And so I'm walking and just kind of minding my business, trying to see who I could see and all that kind of stuff, mixing. And I happened to I saw her again, and we spoke. And how I broke the ice was, at the MLK Festival, they have all kind of food and stuff there. They had like this fish that they was frying called brim. And I'm an up north dude, so there's only one or two types of fish that I know about, and brim is not one of them. I saw her plate, and I was like, wait a minute. It looked like it was a whole fish that still had the eyes in it, right? And so I'm like, hold up, man. I know I'm in the South, but this is still even beyond me. I'm like, it looked like they took the fish out of the water and put it right in the fryer and fried it, and then right out of the fryer into her plate, because it looked like the whole body of the fish, the face and everything. I'm like, no, I can't do that. I can't eat that. And so I can't even look at it. So anyway, we broke the ice, and I had her laughing and different stuff like that. So after that, we exchanged numbers, and no, I think I gave her my number. I don't think she gave me hers.
No, I didn't.
No, so she didn't give me her number. So she was,
I wanted to call him on my terms. I didn't want him blowing up my phone.
Which I don't blow up phones anyway.
Well, I didn't know then.
However,
you would have blew up my phone.
Well, but we'll never know, because you didn't give me a number, so we'll never know that. Now, I'll say that to say this: I gave her the number, and so one day, me and my roommate was talking. We was just chilling at the house, and out of nowhere, I get this phone call, and I looked at the call ID, and it said like Luther Scott. I was like, well, I don't know any Luther Scott. So, I'm thinking it's a bill collector, so I almost didn't answer the phone. But I went ahead and answered the phone.
It was his destiny awaiting.
And you know, they come to find out, she had called me. So I'm like, wow, okay. So she called me. Next thing you know, the rest is history. So
he cooks for me. First time I came to his house, he cooked for me, and I spoke to his mother on the phone.
What did I cook?
Fried pork chops, mashed potatoes, boiled mashed potatoes, and was it early peas? Something. Anyway, it was good. And his mom was like, "Ooh, you must be a keeper if he cooking for you."
Okay, so she was already wife material.
I felt like, you know, me and my daughter's going to spend a lot of time over there. We were not staying there, but, you know, we would go over quite often. So I just felt like it needed to be comfortable, you know.
You know, you fast forward a little bit. What about the proposal? You remember that?
Of course I do.
So why don't you elaborate on the proposal?
Okay, so let's see. So he was emceeing a runway show. And at his church, it was a Valentine fashion show. And he set it up there, and they have a break, you know, in the show. And I'm like, he was trying to get my attention. He was telling me to come to him and come sit down. And he patted his pocket, and I had no idea what he was talking about. I had no idea.
See, I had it all lined out. All right, I had it all lined up. I was fresh to death in my white suit. You know what I'm saying? Had a fresh haircut. I had bought a ring. I had you know what I'm saying? I had it all figured out.
Yeah, I spoke to my dad. It's important for you guys.
Yeah, you know, I spoke to Pops. You know what I'm saying? And you know, he gave me his blessing. She came up there, and
he had someone put a chair in the aisle.
You know, I did the whole Prince Charming thing. You know what I'm saying? And it was crazy. See, now that I think about it, I kind of amazed myself that I did that.
Of course, you always amaze yourself.
Well, I can't argue with that. But my thing is this.
Oh my gosh!
And I went through a lot just to get her to finally realize that I'm the dude that she's supposed to be with. I went through a lot. You know what I'm saying? You know, playing hard to get. She was playing hard to get. You know.
It'd be an easy nut to crack. Goodness.
I mean, we had even kind of broke up for a little while. And, you know, I was doing my own thing. She was doing her own thing. And then, you know.
That sure didn't work out good for either one of us.
It didn't. And then that's when she realized, you know what?
What did you realize?
He is the, you know, the man for me and the man that I need to be with.
So when you were out there doing your thing, you must have realized that, you know what, she is the woman for me. Did you realize that?
I mean, I had been realized that, but you was, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, playing hard to get. You didn't realize what you was supposed to be doing, which was had got with me. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, and just like any gentleman would do, you know, I let the chips fall where they may. And in the end, she was where she was supposed to be at. You feel me?
It was nothing but the Lord. I had open vision, and I knew on like several occasions.
That's her way of saying she came to her senses.
Okay. Well, anyway, so he proposed, and then we decided to move the date up to March 6th, which is today, 9 years ago. Yep. And my parents married us on a Monday night at my grandmother's house. My grandmother and my brother were witnesses.
Yep. And so what we're going to do, because for our 10th year anniversary, we want to actually
do it big, baby.
We're going to do it big. So, you know, we want to invite y'all to come because we're going to chronicleize. Okay, in other words, this whole year.
We're going to chronicleize.
Yeah, we're going to do a video for this whole year. And leading up until March 6th of next year, and then like I said, we're going to have our wedding, and we're going to probably have it, you know, a big shindig or a big to-do, you know, inviting people from out of town, different stuff like that. And so we just want you guys to journey with us. And it's going to be entertaining. It's going to be fun. Like I said, there's going to be different topics that we're going to be talking about. And I'm looking forward to it.
Stay tuned. A lot of exciting things. It's not going to always be just me and him. We're going to invite other people that we know. We're going to talk about real stuff because this is a real world. We don't need nobody sugarcoating and lollygag up. We got a high divorce rate in America of divorces because of unresolved issues. Hardened hearts, infidelity, selfishness, whatever you want to call it. We're going to talk about it all. We don't want to sugarcoat. Don't forget to subscribe to our page, share it to your friends' page, invite your friends to like. We have a Facebook page, Marriage and Powerful. Go, like us, invite friends to like us. We promise you, you will not feel left out. And then another disclaimer, it's not just for married couples. If you want to get married, if you're single and you're thinking about marriage, or if you ever thought you want to, we invite you to come too.
And she goes by Lanika the Counselor.
Lanika the Counselor.
And I go by Kareem the Professor. Why? Because I think I know it all. I don't know it all, but I know a lot. So there you go.
Bye.
Peace.